Unknown number. The voice that knew my name. Sometimes horror doesn't come through a door or a window. Sometimes it just calls you. This happened to me about a year ago when I was living alone in a quiet suburb just outside Ottawa, Ontario. I had just moved into a small rental house. Nothing fancy, just quiet, cheap, and perfect for someone who worked long hours from home. It all started with a phone call. It was a Tuesday night. I was up late editing a video project for work. Around 2:30 a.m., my phone buzzed on the desk beside me. No caller ID, just unknown number. I let it ring once, twice, 3 times. Then I picked it up, assuming it was spam. But it wasn't. There was no sound at first, just silence. Then, a faint whisper, a low male voice, raspy, almost like it hadn't been used in years. "I'm still here, Eric." I froze. They said my name. My heart jumped, and I immediately hung up, confused and creeped out. I checked the number history, nothing, not even unknown. It was as if it never happened. I chalked it up to a weird prank, maybe a wrong number. But the next night, it happened again. The repeat, same time, 2:30 a.m. Phone buzzes, unknown number. This time I didn't answer. I stared at the screen as it rang and stopped. Then 10 seconds later, it rang again. Same thing. I turned my phone off and went to bed. The following morning, I powered my phone back on. No missed call history, nothing in the log. That's when I started to feel the shift. Like, something wasn't just weird, it was wrong. By the third night, I couldn't sleep. I left the phone charging in the living room and went to bed early. But like clockwork, 2:30 a.m., I woke up to a strange sound. Not the phone this time. A soft creak, like someone walking on the hardwood floor just outside my bedroom. I sat up and listened. Silence. Then my phone rang. I got up, heart pounding, and walked to the living room. Screen glowing, unknown number. This time I answered. "Still here," the voice said. "You forgot about me, didn't you?" It was the same voice, but angrier. I demanded to know who it was. No reply, just breathing, shallow, hoarse, and inhuman. Then the call ended. Shadows outside. I barely slept that night. I sat in the dark with all the lights off, just listening, waiting. Around 3:15 a.m., I glanced out the front window and nearly dropped my coffee mug. Someone was standing across the street, under the street lamp, still, motionless, watching my house. I blinked, looked again. Gone. Was it my imagination? Sleep deprivation? Then my phone buzzed again. The voice changes. This time it was different. It wasn't a man. The voice on the other end was a woman, crying, "Why did you leave me, Eric?" I didn't speak. I just listened. "Why did you let me die?" My blood turned to ice. I whispered, "Who is this?" But the line went dead. This voice wasn't distorted. It wasn't masked. It was clear, sad, familiar in a way that made no sense. The search the next day, I started digging. I searched through every social media post, local article, obituary I could find. Then I saw it. A local news story from 2008. A fire. House burned down. A woman named Elise died. Her boyfriend was a man named Eric. Same age I am now. Same town. The weird part? They lived only 2 blocks from where I was staying now. The final call that night, I didn't sleep. I waited for the call. It came. On time. 2:30 a.m. But this time, the phone didn't ring. Instead, I heard it. From the other side of the bedroom door. "I'm not on the phone anymore, Eric." I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. Then the doorknob turned. I backed up step by step until I hit the window behind me. The door creaked open, but no one was there. Silence. After that night, the call stopped. No more whispers, no more unknown number. But I couldn't live there anymore. I broke the lease and left without even packing everything. Sometimes I wonder if someone else moved in, if they're getting the calls now. But the worst part, every now and then, at exactly 2:30 a.m., my phone lights up, just for a second. No number, just incoming call. Some things don't need your number to find you, especially if you're the one they're still waiting for.